Coach Cron here. Thanks for tuning in again. Today, what I want to talk to you about is establishing your credit early. Okay, so the moment when you're young, you're getting credit card offers. Some people are scared of credit cards. They're scared to build up their credit profile. Your parents may be like, "Oh, don't do that," or whatever. Absolutely open credit cards when you're young. Okay, here's why. You need to start establishing your credit. And the only way you do that is by getting credit in the first place. So the first credit card offer you get, sign up for it. Okay? Here's the thing about credit card offers. I used to work for a bank. We did subprime loans, we did mortgage loans, we did credit cards, we did auto loans. Here's the thing. So credit cards are one of the things that nobody verifies what you put on your application. Okay? Now that's very different from like a home loan. If you go to do a home loan and you tell them you make $100,000 a year, they're going to ask for your pay stubs, ask for your W-2s to say, okay, did you make $100,000 last year? But when you're applying for a credit card, okay, as long as you don't just completely make something up that makes no sense, okay, like I'm an 18-year-old kid and I'm making $500,000 in salary per year, they might, question that or automatically reject it or send you, ask for some documentation. But, if you're an 18-year-old kid and you tell them you make 30 grand a year, they're probably not going to question that at all. They're just going to be like, okay, yep, approved. Okay, here's some credit. Here's a couple $1,000s of credit. Here's $500 of credit. And then you use that card and just use it for small purchases. Okay, use it for gas when you're driving. Okay, use it to pay your car insurance if you're paying for your own insurance. Use it for whatever you want, but use it at least once per month and pay it off. Okay, pay it off. If you do that, then you're going to get more credit card offers, better credit card offers. You're going to start getting, credit card offers that offer points and miles and all these things. And so you can start accumulating all these things when you're really young before you really even need any of this stuff. And then when you get older, when you're 25, 30, 35, 40 years old, okay, and, beyond that, but I mean, before 45, 50 years old, I mean, come on. When you get there, now when you're 30 years old, you might have, $100,000 in credit line on credit cards, okay? And a lot of them, here's the thing that will happen. When you have good credit and you've established it and you've got a good track record, then you get out of school, you might have student loans, you're paying those down. You might have a car payment, you're making your payments on that. As long as you do keep making your payments and do the right thing financially, you have a humongous amount of credit. And so whenever you need to make a huge purchase and you want to finance it, okay? By finance, I mean take a loan for it. You can access your credit lines and get money for free a lot of times. By free, I mean at 0% interest. A lot of times for a year and a half, for 2 years. So you can access and tap into these credit lines now that you've established for large amounts of money. You could get, 10, 20, 30 grand of cash at 0% for a year. So basically that's a $20,000 loan at 0% for 1 year. Okay? Now here's the thing, don't fall into credit card debt, okay? Don't go take that loan and buy something. But if you're going to be starting a business or, I see all the time, people are like, oh, if I just had $2,000 or $5,000, I just need a little seed money to start my business idea, my great big idea and get money coming in, but I gotta buy the product first or whatever. You can do that. You can finance yourself. You don't need to go get investors. You don't need to do anything. Tap your own credit line. So do this stuff when you're young so you don't have to think about it when you're older. You kind of already got all of this stuff, You want to finance a vacation, come up with a schedule to make sure you can pay back whatever you take out, but you can finance it at 0% on one of these offers that you'll get from your credit card companies because you have great credit and you've established it for a long period of time, okay? And then you can save the money, keep the money in your bank, okay, and just wait until the 12 months or the 18 months are up and pay the full note of what you took out on the card, okay? These are the things that help you win the financial game. These are the smart decisions that unfortunately don't get taught to you in high school, don't get taught to you in college. Nobody tells you how to do these things, okay? People are like, read this book, take this quiz. Like, what about these life things? Getting credit cards. Credit is a huge part of what you do and what you're going to do in your life, okay? You need to understand what it is, how it works, how to manage it, so that way you are working the system and the system's not working you, all right? Quick and short one. I'll have some more for you next time. Thanks again for tuning in. Catch you.